Is chocolate gluten-free? This question comes up a lot, and the answer, unfortunately, is more complicated than it should be. Now, by itself, the cocoa bean is definitely free of gluten, but when we're making chocolate, it's not always pure cocoa, right? Most people run away from pure cocoa. It's what you put in the chocolate that actually makes it taste good for most people. But I wanted to give you today a list of ingredients that you're gonna want to avoid if you're trying to follow a gluten-free diet. This is a list of ingredients that are commonly found in chocolate, not all chocolates, by the way, but many chocolates, and you're gonna wanna avoid these. Number one is barley malt or barley malt flavoring extract. Remember, barley is one of the grains that contains gluten, so we don't want to use malt, which is the sweetener derived from it. Brewer's yeast and bulgur, these are both, bulgur's wheat. Brewer's yeast comes typically or oftentimes it has wheat in it or wheat contamination in it. Caramel color can have wheat contamination in it. Corn syrup, corn flour, dextrose, which is oftentimes, it's a sugar derived many times from grain, so you've got to watch out for that. Durum, farro, these are grains. Graham flour, a grain. Malt again, malt extract, malt flavor, malt syrup. I think you get the picture. Keyword, if you see M-A-L-T, malt, in the ingredients on a chocolate bar, put it back if you're trying to stay gluten-free. Then we've got maltodextrin, which is not malt from barley, but maltodextrin is a sugar oftentimes also derived from grains. And then we also got matzo, as well as modified food starch, rice flour, rice syrup, rye flour, and wheat flour. So these terms, if you find them on the ingredient label of your chocolate, then put it back on the shelf. Ideally, avoid it altogether. Now, let's talk a little bit more to beyond gluten. What do we want to avoid in chocolate that's just not good for you, right? Because remember, part of this is we want to eat good, clean, healthy food so that we can be healthy. So these are some things that you also want to avoid in chocolates, although this doesn't have anything to do with gluten. So number one is genetically modified soy. Now, 99% of soy, approximately, at least in the US, is genetically modified. And what that means for you, and they use soy to make chocolate creamier, what that means for you if you're buying this type is you're gonna probably end up with glyphosate residues in your chocolate. Soy, GMO soy can contain glyphosate residue. We wanna try to avoid that. Processed and refined sugars. There are better sweeteners than sugar that can be added to chocolate. And then emulsifiers like polyglycerol, not good. Artificial flavors and colors. Sometimes these are grain derivatives as well. Preservatives like TBHQ, which is tertiary butyl hydroquinone, and then vanillin, which is a common synthetic vanilla additive, as well as gums, stabilizers, hydrogenated oils, industrialized seed oils, as well as carrageenan. There have been studies on carrageenan causing gastrointestinal inflammation, so it's just better left, in my opinion, avoided out of your chocolate. Now, what chocolate can you eat? Because that's really why you came here to watch this video. I've got two great chocolate reviews right here. Check them out. We have pre-filtered and looked at all the ingredients for you to make sure they're gluten-free. Thanks for watching.